Welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play. So in the last one, we were fixing up Gleba. We got it going here now, so this is all well and good. This will jumpstart if we run out of nutrients. This is just going to run off electricity, and it will make more nutrients. But we want to get this producing here, the nutrients from biofuel, or what is this stuff called? Bioflux, sorry. So we have tons of this jelly. We have tons Yamako mash. And we want to continue producing stuff. So here I'm gonna make the bioflux because we have a lot of this stuff. We're gonna copy this chest here, which is requesting nutrients. So we get some of this going. And then we're gonna add a section. Can I copy paste? No, it overrides it. But we can just do group assigned nutrients so that it gets the things it needs. So now we're making some bioflux here. Let's do that. Now we're going to make some bioflux and we're going to store that. I'm going to do the same productivity modules for extra productivity speed for more speed. We're going to start making bioflux. Where is it going? Into my pocket because I have a request on. Okay. We're also going to do, these still have trash unrequested. So if these rot, it'll take it and put it in here. But now we have some bioflux, which I believe we need for, yep, the science. But we're going to copy this and do another one here. So we want more. We have lots of this stuff. And we are going to use some of that bioflux here to make tons of nutrients. Group assigned nutrients. There we go. So we want this process going. I'm going to hand feed it so this one gets going. And then we have tons of nutrients here. I think limiting it is good. I need to look at the values and all that, but yeah. So quickly, what I can see is that we're getting lots of seeds, so that's good. The seeds are going to plant. We're going to have more of this stuff as soon as this has time to grow. We're going to have lots more of the process going. But we're going to have a lot of spoilage, and then it's going to turn it into nutrients. It's going to spoil again and just keep running this process over and over. I can see us backing up on spoilage here because this only requests 2,000. This is just a jump start. This is not our main use of the spoilage. There's many different uses for spoilage that we can do for this. But for now, so that all of this keeps running, I am going to set up a burning tower here. So this burning tower, this is here. Let's drop us off the concrete first and foremost. Belts, we need more solar power, even though I'm not going to need it. I don't think I need any of this other stuff, but we'll send it back to get more concrete at least. Concrete and stuff to launch rockets as well. So I'm going to set up something to do with the excess amount of spoilage that we have. As soon as I pave the way with some more concrete. So we have lots of nice space to work with. This is good. We have tons of this. This is going to turn into spoilage soon, and then it'll just make more with whatever bioflux we have. But trash unrequested. Let me make sure that's checked on all these so that it gets rid of any spoilage in here. We are going to make a heating tower right here. This is going to have some buffer chests, which I kind of just learned a little bit about what these do. Get all this unloaded first. Okay. Oop, almost. I gotta charge up. Luckily our power's doing fine. We haven't even worked off of any of this stuff yet. And we have more of it coming in, so that's great. We have a spoilage problem now. We have tons of spoilage. And so if this gets full of spoilage and this is not turning it into nutrients fast enough, it is going to back up, because this process, if there was a full line here and it had tons of stuff to work with, it won't be able to deposit the Yamako mesh, which would then leave us with like no things for this process. This all spoil, and yeah. So we're gonna request here. We're gonna request spoilage into this chest. I don't know if I want to put a limit on it yet of like a certain amount. We'll request 2,000 of it. 2,100. And then we're just gonna burn it off. So that way we clean out the chests. And we're gonna say if this gets over 2,000 in there, spoilage reaches over 2,000, then we're gonna burn it off. So we're not gonna burn it until it has an excess. I don't know if I want to do it that way. Like, I don't know if I want to limit the amount going in here or not. But this is kind of a buffer chest. Is basically things can pull from this. I believe they prioritize this over red chests, but this works as like a blue and a red chest. So right now we're requesting extra spoilage be deposited here. So if there's any extra spoilage, it's going to come over and be deposited here. This is still going also, but then we're just burning it off. So if we get too much spoilage to keep these things space for these things to run, it's going to bring it over here and it's going to burn off the excess. And because we left 2,000 in there, we can also pull from it if we wanted to. So 2,000 is always going to be right here. We can, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I can put fuel into here if it's at a max temperature. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten this far, but I did watch the video that kind of got the process going. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Next, we're going to run into an issue where we have too many seeds. And I totally did not connect this up. I feel bad for this guy. Going to use the same belt as right here. I just broke that tree. Whoops. I just broke that tree. Whoops. I'm building right on the green area. That was so bad. Oh my god. No. I didn't want to destroy that. Okay, there we go. All right, so this should work in a loop here. We're creating all this stuff. This should just keep going forever, and it'll get fueled as we get more of the products as well once the seeds grow. We have biofuel here. We're burning off excess spoilage, and then we're keeping a reserve of it right here that can be used right here, so we don't burn off all of it. And yeah, the only thing we're going to come into a problem with is going to be later with that we have too many seeds, but I'll deal with that as well with these two chests. But these buffer chests basically deposit stuff in here, and then once I put a requester chest for like the spoilage here, it should pull from here before it pulls from anywhere else, I believe. I want to say it prioritizes this one over these ones, but I'm not positive. Let's see if it works here. I don't know. I don't know why it's not pulling from here. I don't know. This should be pulling from this one. But I'm not sure why it's not. It's pulling only from those, which is a problem. I'll have to study and do more research as to why that's happening. I don't know. But to keep going, we're gonna make the pentapod eggs now. So I'll make a couple machines making pentapod eggs this time. Then we can get the science going, and then we can ship off some of that science, and I can do more research as to how these green chests work, because I thought I understood it, and it looks like I did not. All right, there we go. This is concreted now. I don't want to slap beacons down just yet, but we'll get this running so that it's ready to ship a rocket when we're ready. All right. So these guys are going to need water. Ship in from a pipe right here. They're gonna need also nutrients and pentapod eggs. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Oh, that was fine. That's fine. So we have the whole front. I'm tripping. So, no, this is going to be nutrients and then water. So a chest right here will request nutrients. Get some more power out here. And a roboport. And then I need more roboports here. We're almost out. It looks like we're low on these guys as well. Ship all of our blue chips away, so we need to slow down on the blue chips. We'll slow down on just all the rocket stuff, honestly, because we have enough to send off plenty of rockets. So this is going to trash unrequested, just like the other ones. It's going to be group assigned nutrients. So that it requests nutrients, and then if the nutrient spoils, it gets rid of it and sends it off to this process. Then we need to connect up the water. Luckily on this planet there's tons of it. Okay, and then it just needs pentapod eggs, but I'm not going to do those just yet. So I'm going to put another request on these chests for pentapod eggs. I only want to keep like a couple because they spoil, and we don't want that to happen. And then we are going to output these into chests here. Let me see something here. 1 second. Okay, I have watched the video again. I've studied. I also learned why my chest right here was not pulling from there, because you have to request from buffer chests, and then it does priority, and it'll pull from the buffer chest first, and then pull from the provider chest. So awesome. I'm gonna link the guy. His name's Avadi Strategy on YouTube. I've been watching his video for Gleba so many times. I'm gonna put his link to his tutorial in the description, because I probably would not have made it on this planet without him. And so anyways, I'm gonna redo this here. So because these take lots of nutrients, we're gonna go ahead and make a dedicated thing producing nutrients again, but just for these pentapod eggs. I'm gonna paste the things here. I think it's probably good. Get rid of those. We also need to be making more. Need to make some more of these guys. So let's do that. Let's make some more biochambers. We need pentapod eggs to do that. So I want lots of these. I'm going to leave it like this many. And we're going to have to go hunt down some eggs. Oh, it's only speed modules. Okay. We're going to have to go hunt down some eggs here. Trash unrequested. But let me finish setting this up. Kind of a problem, because I can't finish setting this up without more of these guys. So let's see. Where's our nearest nest? We got one out there. We got one out here. I'm gonna have to start, because they're so far away, I'm gonna have to start editing the video when I need to go refresh. But we shouldn't have to refresh on these eggs anytime soon. I think we're gonna be okay. This is gonna be a dedicated thing making. We'll just do it in the map view. So here we go. How many tiles is that? 1, 2, 3. No, we gotta move it over. One more. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Get rid of those though, because we're gonna bring it in by this belt right here. Get rid of that, because this is going to be bringing it in on a belt. Yeah, I'm definitely going to link this guy's tutorial in the description, because I would not have made it on this planet. I tried it by myself, and it failed miserably. So this is the nutrients coming in. Right here. And right here. And then we just need to output the pentapod eggs somewhere. Oh, there's spoilage in here as well. How do I want to get rid of the spoilage on these? We'll do just a thing doing each one of these. So then we just are going to have to put the pentapod eggs somewhere. Put them in a red chest. Like this. And there we go. Okay. So that is going to be where we make pentapod eggs at. I do have to go and source some of those. So bear with me. We're going to go do that right now. And there's a base right here I can get. I'm going to bring some Tesla turrets with me because I am kind of scared. So we're going to send those in. We're going to send this in. Everything's coming to Gleba. And then also we're just not using any of this bioflux or jelly. So another thing that we're going to want to do is use it to make some fuel for the rockets, because we've unlocked that and that gets it going, being used, so that this stuff's not just idle. But we also do need to watching these bots work. It feels like they're going really fast. I don't know. I think things are just spoiling. So let's see. We're gonna make rocket fuel with this. I think we want it to be 2 different chests. Then this is gonna require some stuff being brought in. Trash unrequested. Trash unrequested. And then we're going to keep bringing this in. Like this and like this. So these are ready. These are gonna spoil and then it'll get rid of the spoilage and like burn it. Does this burn? It does. Okay, so it just trashes it. Perfect. So even if this is at max temperature, it'll still trash stuff and keep everything flowing. Okay, awesome. Let's go get those eggs so we can get some more bio chambers made and we can start the process of making eggs. I'm not gonna wait for Tesla turrets to get here. Well, I was waiting for that, but I'm gonna go and try to get these eggs without dying. Got some laser damage upgrades, so I think we're gonna be okay. Oop, and grab the eggs. We just gotta keep running from these guys. All of our laser turrets going. I think we'll be alright. Okay, and this one. There we go. We killed him. Nice. Oh, all right. So we got pentapod eggs now. I'm going to do something different. This is also something I learned from this guy in this video. We're going to have a heating tower that's dedicated to pentapod eggs for when we get too many. So we're going to have a buffer of these guys of like 100 maybe. And then I think it's this. I can't copy paste the thing. Okay. So this is going to say, instead of those, if pentapod eggs get over 100, we'll request 120 pentapod eggs to just be held right here in a buffer chest. And then if it gets over 100, burn them so that we don't I think that's right. So that we don't have a an attack and we have a meltdown like last time. We have more Tesla turrets. I'm just going to set up Tesla turrets also around here just to be sure. Because I'm not fully confident that this is going to work yet. How much do these take? Minimum consumption 1 megawatt. How much do we have to work with? 142. So we're golden as far as power is concerned. Throw down a bunch of these. Just in case we have an attack. I don't think we will. Oh, and we gotta have a way to get rid of the spoilage off of here. That. Force build. There we go. That'll get rid of spoilage and keep this flowing. We also need spoilage coming out of here as well, so this keeps working. So we're using a lot of bots, like a lot of bots, but that's okay. We need to keep some of the eggs for the jump start of the egg production, but we got these now. So we will start making eggs as well as fuel. Oh, we gotta set up the fuel for these guys being brought. Oops. Silly me. I have a nutrients group. There we go. So this should be making fuel now. Let's drop everything we need from space. More of these, please. I don't need more of those. Just leave them on there. I'm going to be done shipping stuff here for now, I think. And yeah, this can go, I don't know, back to novice just in case. Okay, so now we have rocket fuel being made, so that's great. These, if they spoil, they'll get rid of stuff, and then we will also have this to get rid of spoilage in here just in case. I think we need to do that. So this should run. Now all we got to do is turn this on and start producing pentapod eggs, which before I do that, I want to make sure we have somewhere using the pentapod eggs. Okay. We're going to make a biochamber making science now. And this is going to request these. We're going to also add the nutrients group. And then put this on a belt going to the rocket. Same thing. We're going to use modules for this. And let's turn it on and see if it works. So it is putting pentapod eggs in here. There's some spoilage in there somehow. I don't know how. Let's use a filter and only put pentapod eggs in here. Do like 4,000 instead of 2,000, so we have a buffer of like 4,000 here. And then for this, if it's over, I don't know, 3,500, trash them. I just want everything to flow very well. Even though we're gonna be throwing some stuff away. It's infinite technically, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're making science. We gotta make sure that this is going. It's gonna come up here. And it is gonna go into a buffer chest. So that we're always buffering it up. And this is going to be dedicated to the shipping of science. Actually head back to Gleba And then we'll just have to do one of these, I guess, in case it spoils. Okay. I think these things have... Oh, oops. These things have stopped working. Why have they stopped working? Because I don't have anything bringing in... I don't have anything bringing in eggs. Duh. So these things have to get eggs to keep going. Whoops. Big oversight. Okay. Let's see. And we didn't have... And I'm just bad. I'm just so bad at Gleba. This is very hard. We're gonna bring in only like 4 of these, I think. I just copy pasted the wrong one, so I gotta redo it. I just struggle with this planet a lot. And making it make sense. So we used up all the eggs. So that's bad. Request from buffer chest. I think requesting from buffer chest makes this one a priority because I want these to create first. And then I want this to later be used for eggs once we have an excess. So the excess is going to be stored here, 120. It's going to burn off 20 of them, keep 100 of them. And then request 4 here, and once those 4 are being used, and then it requests another 4, and those be used to make more, then it should overflow into here to create science. Trash unrequested. Well, I'm gonna have to go get more eggs because I already messed up. But I will do that off camera and start the next video where I am setting this up to see if it'll run. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sorry that I'm so bad at this planet, but I am going to keep trying until I get it down. So yeah, I will see you in the next video.